Hello, and welcome to Cobalt Core! You wanted another roguelike deck builder. This time, a lot like Slay the Spire meets, I don't know, sliding? Like, it's positional Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire with, how would I say it? With the aesthetics of FTL, I think. I don't think it's quite... I've heard people say it's FTL. It's not FTL. You're in a spaceship, you're shooting other ships, and you're running across the galaxy being chased. But it's much more just like Slay the Spire going all the way up, you know, doing its thing. So, continue, please. I'd rather just skip through your text dialogue here. But yeah, basically we're going to play cards to fight the enemy and not die. Hey, waking up. And what's interesting is that you have kind of this crew of 3 people, and all of your cards, other than the basics, are tied to some of that crew. So let's just click through the tutorials here. It wants me to attack. Great. So just like Slay the Spire, you can see what the enemy is doing. I'd really like to explain myself, game. So you have energy in the bottom left, you have a deck of cards that you're going to draw every turn, and then in the top left of each card, you can see what the cost is. And basically how it works is we have a cannon that shoots out the center of our ship, and they have a ship that's shooting at us. And what's interesting is that, like, you can armor up different pieces of your ship, you can get, like, retractable wings, you'll have opponents that are in weird different shapes, so you're trying to line up your cannon to shoot them while taking the least damage possible. And there is like a little shielding mechanic, which is pretty great, and you're trying to kill them. So right now, we're here, they're shooting once, we have 1 shield from clicking the tutorial buttons. So I'm going to play multi-shot to attack 2 more times, and there you go, we're out of energy. So he's shooting me back, and boom, look, tutorial saying I got a 5-shot coming at us. But we can hit dodge, and that gives us an evade token, which allows us to shift where our ship is. And now we're still able to shoot him and hit the wing, but it's gonna miss. And it's gonna get crazy later. There's gonna be lots of things going on that makes some things good and others bad. You know, there's gonna be card draw mechanics and powering up, exhausted cards, all the mechanics around kind of what you'd expect from like Slay the Spire. Interestingly, there is shield and temp shield, so over shielding here would provide us some temp shield and some fake shield. Thankfully, when they attack us, they always take our temp shield first, because otherwise it would just go away at the end of the round. But here I can do a simple block shot, which gives us a temporary shield, and I'll shoot him for another basic, and now he's going to shoot me and use up that temp shield. And you can see sometimes the enemy is going to apply status effects and raise shields and all this other crap. Not a problem for us. We're just going to keep pew, 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 and we've won the tutorial battle. Don't worry about it. We got a warp artifact. Gain 1 shield and 1 evade on the first turn. Love it. And then we get this, multi-stun. Interesting. So these cards all have a cost of 2. Multi-blast is cool because it has 2/2 attacks. That's doubling our damage output. Prepare is nice. 2 extra energy next turn and 2 extra card draw. But stun is interesting. Cancel the intent of a ship part. So let's take the stun. I feel like that's kind of cool. We can stun and get parts to get all messed up. So, and this is, to me, people have said the FTL part. I'm like, no, man, this is not FTL. You forget FTL. This is Slay the Spire. Choose a route that go up and do things. We want to hit the repair yard that offers card upgrades. The unknown, we don't know what that is. A bunch of basic enemies. Looks like there's some elites along the way as well. Rewards artifacts and rare cards. So maybe we'll take this repair yard here. And once we get to the artifact position, we can decide whether we want to go for the elite or just get an extra repair yard. So there we go. We got an enemy. It's shooting for 2 and 2 slots. I have a lunge, which is interesting. It moves you 2 spaces and then shoots. Not really that helpful in this situation. I think we'd rather just shoot them, and then we get a basic dodge built up and then use one of our evades to just scooch and pew pew, no damage taken. Now, they're going to be giving me negative card status effects in our deck. But look at that. We can do multi-stun here to go pew, move, and pew. So 2 of those are now not going to happen. And then multi-shot. We do some damage. So yeah, all of his negative effects, we're going to put trash cards. They're cards that cost 1 energy to get out of the deck and just gunk you up. So he's doing some damage to me. 1, 2, shoot. It's not where I want to be. Let's do our draw shot. Let's do a block shot. And if we just shield surge, we have enough to block all of the damage, but let's use one of our evades so that we'll end the round with 2 extra shields left over. Again, he's doing a bunch of status effect stuff. Let's just do the multi-stun and then our double shot, because that's just like a beautiful little thing. So we're slowly getting through. The multi-stun is here, but now we're not lined up with his ship. So I can shoot him here. I can shoot him here. And I think we just defend ourselves with the shield. That will offset this 2 damage coming in. We are losing a little bit of our shield that we had built up, but that's fine. These say that they're going to hit you wherever you are. So we can't dodge them, unfortunately. So may as well shoot. We can just shoot again. I might just grab some scramble, which allows us to shift in the future when positioning does matter more. They put a bunch of trash in my deck. Here we can move 2 and then attack, which will get us closer to being out of their beam ray. Shoot him again, and look, there's all that trash. Icky. So we'll shoot him one more time, and we'll take 2 damage, but thankfully we still have shields. Now, shields are very easy to gain and lose. What's tricky is the hull. Hull, you need to like forego upgrading your ship to fix it, basically. So not really something that we're that interested in. I would say let's not do that. Acid Cannon deals a corrode to enemies every turn, so it's damage over time. We like that. It's very expensive though. Gain 1 shield, and every time you play it, you gain another shield. Very good. Add Wave Beam. So this is temporary and it pierces. I mean, I think we take the Acid Cannon. I just wish it was cheaper. It's uncommon, so we can take it. And then maybe we can find maybe we can spec our deck into playing expensive cards. Shuffle your ship parts and gain 2 max hull. It'll be fun. Shuffle your ship parts. Okay, so we've got a wing, a cockpit, and our missile thing is over there. Okay, so they move things around. That's interesting because I've seen, in the little bit that I saw somebody play, I saw them have wings and they could retract them. So they would line themselves up where like each of their outside edges were in the line of fire, and they would not spend an energy, and that would retract their wings, and then all of a sudden they weren't taking any damage, which is pretty cool. But now our wings are in the center of our ship. And now here we have the option. We want to upgrade a card or remove a card. I think early on, it's in your best interest to remove cards. Like basic 1 attacks, basic 1 shield. This is just not it, fam. Though, I don't know, getting some upgrades would be nice. So this guy here summons objects. Beams 1 shield at the target once per turn. So like we would like to destroy that. And we could easily do it with like a multi-shot. Probably do a draw shot first. Just see what we get from the deck. And then instead of doing this, we could always go for the stun shot. But I think it's better for us to go pew pew, and we can either build up shield or dodge. Let's build up some dodge. So he spawned an attack mark true. It shoots a 2 straight ahead. I only have 1 shift. Well, let's shift into it then. And I think we're gonna take this attack on the chin. But at least if we do a charge shot and a multi-shot, we have enough shield to survive it. He's close to dead, but we need to get over here. I could shift using this multi-stun, but I think I'd rather basic dodge and come this way. That'll get us out of this a little bit. If I did multi-stun, it would bring us out of range of this shot and stop him from summoning something. So I think I'm going to do that just for the movement. So, and he didn't even get his own shield, which is interesting. We can just do our acid cannon. So now he's taking 1 damage on the hull every turn. He's getting a shield from his little thing, but that's fine. I don't think destroying these is in our, like, it is in our best interest, but like, I think we just start try and get this way. So we basic dodge so that we can move. Let's attack and get more card draw, and then attack and get an overshield, so we limit the amount of hull damage. But this guy's down to like 2 health, so a multi-shot, and you're dead. Overpower. Adds 2 damage to all attacks, decreases by 1 at end of turn. This is really interesting because it powers up our double stun. The problem is that it doesn't really help us that much. Can I see my deck? Like, it helps this, but the other card that we drew was a very expensive card, so I don't think we need that. I think we need a one power bolt. Grazer Beam. Every time your attack misses by exactly 1 space, the enemy takes a damage. That's interesting. So we could do more card upgrades and stuff, but I would rather go for an artifact. At this point, I feel like we're doing well. He's going to apply a status effect on himself and attack me. Let's stun him. We could have done the acid thing, but it felt better just to stun him. Multi-shot, and yeah, his whole turn did nothing. Now, again, I would like to shift into range. Attack. Attack. I could spend an energy to get out of his zone. Like, just use this for the 2 movement. And I think I will, actually. I was thinking that we could get 1 shield, but why do that? Auto dodge. If fired upon, will move to the right. So if I do the auto stun right now, it might not work. So yeah, there's the auto dodge. But then I wanted to do the multi-stun. I can't anymore. I will do the move over here to attack him. And then 2 damage seems incredible, but he's about to attack me for 2. Actually, no, I have 2 shields, so that's fine. I'll take your 1 damage, and can I get another lunge? I actually did. Oh, and then he dodged, but I missed by exactly 1, so he took a big doo-doo. Get 1 evade every turn. That seems really good. I'll take that. Sure. Maybe we can upgrade it? But let's do our elite. Okay, what on earth is this ship? So many guns. Bounty out for a ship. Yada, yada, yada. Cool. So yeah, lots of attacks. This part takes double damage. I can't get to it this turn. We're about to take a lot of damage. I really want to play Ace or Acid, but I just can't in good conscience. If I move 2, 1, 2, no. 1, 2. You know what? I am going to take the Ace card and just take this on the chin. It's an elite. It's fine. We now get an additional evade every turn. He takes double damage in the center. We're going to use Bolt. Defensive shield. I don't want to take 4 damage lining up with his center. Let's take a second to just shoot him. Shoot him. And then let's evade over here. We're only taking 2 damage now, and I actually had a shield and an overshield. 1 times 3. We can move over here. Attack them. Stun, move, and stun. The second stun does like nothing. Okay, that was not that good. I just wasted a bunch of my movement. I should really just go in on his part there. So with the acid cannon, 1, 2, I'm currently taking 2 damage. Is doubling to 4 damage worth it? Like, I can get 4 damage here. The acid would be nice, but so is like just getting a shield. Like, I could just attack with all of this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That seemed pretty good. Again, the acid, I think, is a good card for us. It's just, it's been tricky to line it up. Let's take a little bit more damage. We're only going to take 1 net here, but move over and acid again. I really like the ace. Having a chance to move every turn. Rare. Selective memory. Choose an award, a card in your draw pile. Put it in your hand. That's not that good. Attack for 4 damage. Add 3 fumes to your draw pile. I don't love that. Uncommon corrosive beam. This will be applied to the enemy no matter where they are. Exhaust. A card in your draw pile. Is there a card in my draw pile that I really want to be able to pull out at any time? Not yet. Let me just take the corrosive beam. So what's this? Every 5 parry cards, purple, which is multi-shot and lunge right now, we get a chip shot. Maybe. Whenever you have no cards, gain a card. That's kind of cool, but I have expensive cards right now, so that doesn't really work. And then whenever you end your shield with more than 0 energy, gain 1 shield. That's cool. Is that better than the parry cards? I mean, I literally play parry every freaking time they come up, right? The double shot and the lunge. But all of the cards I've gotten, right? Multi-stun, acid cannon, crazy, like all of this has been the wrong person. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't really like the perpetual motion device. I'm gonna take the ion converter. And I could heal going into the boss. But I'm going to try upgrading a card. What does Ace go into? Ace A or Ace B? Save 1 energy on this early is nice. Acid Cannon. Save an energy on it many times. Block Shot. It's okay. Multi-shot. Piercing or 3 attack. That's kind of nice. Lunge having a double shot or being reversible. That's a cool keyword, by the way. You can right click on this to flip it. Draw shot. I mean, I don't really love these. Multi-stun for 3 seems really good. 3 locations on multi-stun. I think that's a fun build. You stun 3 things in a row. And if you miss, you still do a lot. So let's take our ace. Let's take our 1. Let's shift to get out of the way here. And we're going to take a damage right at the start of this combat. We're fighting the ice. Attack and draw. I don't need to multi-stun right now. If I just shield surge and block shot. Actually, the block shot is enough. Then the shield surge just, I mean, saves us an energy, I guess. Or shield. Gets us a shield. Acid cannon seems nice. Getting some, like, poison on them is good. We'll end up taking a damage, but we'll shift over. And now attacking me for 1. Not a big problem. I wouldn't mind lunging for 2. And then we could stun. But again, stunning against this person isn't that great because all his attacks are kind of spread out anyway. Draw shot. Corrosion beam would be nice, but I don't have enough. I kind of want to build up shields here, but Okay, I'll take one more damage just to get the damage over time applied. Let's try and get ahead of this. So now shield, attack, and overshield. Moving 2 to attack seems okay because it didn't increase or decrease the amount of damage that we were taking. So it was just fine. Here, moving 2 would be great. We have a ton of movement, so I think we just do another acid cannon, and then 1, 2. And again, we're taking like a chip shot here and there, but we did have shields. Let's attack for 1 and draw. See, this is where I want my stun beam, because I could stun these ones and get out of range of the 3. I could also shift 2 spaces, but I don't want to be in range of this 3. So let's just shield surge. We'll move over by 1. So this is now 4 damage. 1, 2, 3. I could use 3 more to get me all the way to here. So I'd be taking 2 damage. Yeah, okay. I think we spend them if you got them, you know? We got all this extra movement from Ace. Let's do it. So here, I'm not sure if there's an edge of the board, but I will take the multi-shot stun. So now he's not able to hit me at all. He's still getting that damage over time. How much do you got left? 5. And I think damage over time is after his turn. So let's attack, draw, shield, and then move out of the 2. And then when we survive this attack, he should die to poison. Let's go. It's not poison, it's corrosion. Yeah, man, don't worry about it. And then we get to heal to full. Lovely. Strafe. Fire 1 damage immediately after every move you make. I can't even afford this card, but I'm going to take it. Because we do Ace, right? That's our whole thing. Every 10th time you draw a card, gain 1 energy. Fine. Every time you gain any shield, gain 1 temp shield. That's pretty great. At the start of combat, gain 1 power drive. On the second turn of combat, your enemy also gains a power drive. Plus 1 damage to all attacks serves us well. This is good. This is bad. It's not strictly as good as shield burst, but like if this is fire for 1 damage and that's going to get boost, I'm going to try that. I don't know if that applies, but we're going to try it. So we did get to fire for 1, and it puts it on the character too. So next zone, we got warp. Sapphire cluster, let's go. First run can't be slowed. Can't be stopped. What do we got here? So like here, I'm doing 1 damage on each of these, and I can easily just pop, pop, pop. That gives him the stun. We attack him. He's low on health. Now if I do Ace, I am going to get hurt. So instead, I'm going to strafe, block shot, and I think I have this, right? So I'm going to gain a shield for ending my turn with an extra energy, which is nice. This is where I wanted the stun again. Multi-shot. 2-2. We're so close to this guy dying. Draw shot, draw an attack. Well, at least we have a ton of shields built up, so we're gonna only take 1 damage here, but that was a nasty one. Fleet footwork. Whenever you move 1 further. Lose it at the end of your turn. Draw 1 card from each color from the discard pile. I mean, I do use all the colors. I'm not sure that it's that good, though. Fleet footwork is interesting. It could really mess up our stun abilities, though. I think this is a skip. Second option is a draw 1 card from each. I mean, this is free. We'll do it. It's a 0 cost card. So, am I going to go after an elite again, or am I going to power up? I think we try and go for, I don't know, we have options still. Watch out. It'll give you a status if it hits you. I really need to power up the strafe. I can't really move over two. Well, I could move over 2 steps with a basic dodge. I don't know that that's worth it. When I could just use 1 to get out of the way. But it would also stop this from launching. Sure. We get a little bit of damage downrange. We stun them. Then we could lunge. I don't really like that, though. I'd rather get out of this attack, right? From the discard pile. I mean, there's a basic dodge in there, but everything else is bad. I don't think we use second option here. We could lunge to get into the fight, but that seems like a poor decision. I think we just put the poison. He's about to shoot me. Let's save our money because we would, or power, because we would miss anyway. And we just let him shoot. You know, it is what it is. All right, the triple attacks. Now that's dangerous. I can't play ace right now because I'm in significant danger. I need to play scramble. Cockpit, missile bay, wing, heavy missile for 3 damage. And let's just do our double attack and then scooch. So it's a seeker. It cannot miss. Bolt is helpful. One of each color. I could get bolt again. What? Exhaust? What? What? This is the... Oh, this is the exhaust pile. I had no discard pile. Can I undo? Okay. I mean, you're about to hit for 2, 3, 5. That's literally like gonna kill me. So let's attack you. And yeah, stun, stun, stun. We stun all of that and get out of the frickin' way. Yes, this missile is following me, but that stun was huge, let alone the amount of damage it did. So I think here, we basic shot and lunge. And we move 1 more. I'd rather have a dodge than a shield. If I didn't spend the energy, I would have gotten a shield. So then he's gonna attack me. Boom. Get dead. Get exploded. Another multi-stun. I mean, it's a little bit too much of the same. Extra battery helps us because there's cards that I can't play right now that I would like to be able to play. Hey, scaffolding around, tax write-off. Add an unshootable scaffold to the right of the middle. Sure. Oh. That's kind of funky. All right, so let's go in here and check out some upgrades. Because I don't think we're ready to take on an elite on this stage. So strafe. Fire for 2 is less important. Extra battery. 2 this turn, 1 next turn. No, I think we just have to make strafe playable. I want to make ace playable. But strafe is also on the list. So like right now, look at this. I'm being attacked for 1, but my space is empty. Man, that's pretty sick. Also though, stunning all of this would be great, but the fact that I can get my strafe plate and take no damage, I don't know, that to me seems pretty incredible. So the missile guys are kind of countered by me, just via the fact that everybody gets bonus damage except for the missiles. So this is kind of pointless. So yeah, I move and it shoots. That's pretty cool. Basic shot. Draw shot. Lunge, baby. Get me out of that missile shot. Let's go. Look how fast he's dying too. Our ship is actually quite interesting, I would say. Second opinion, we can draw from the draw pile. I think we just take ace. 1, 2. Extra battery. Bolt. Then second opinion. So yeah, we could lunge this way. Could also just corrosion beam. I only have one. I think I want to lunge. And then what I can do from here is basic shot and move. That last move didn't do anything, but we got out of all these 3 missiles. Yeah, okay. And then look, when we stun, now when we stun, move, we're shooting. I don't know that we got the +1 to damage, but that's fine. Reflectors, refresh intervals. Gain 2 shield and an energy next turn. I think that's better than that because the fact that it exhausts is actually something I like. Perpetual motion machine. If we do use up all our cards, we get a new card. So here, again, I want to play Strafe to get it played. And now we're going to take 2 damage. This part is armored, so it takes less damage. Okay. So we're going to start by taking a damage. Destroying it will damage its destroyer by 2. He's about to attack me for 2. I want ace, but I can't afford it. Scooching 2 is not enough. Yeah, I really wish I had ace. So this gets us all the way out of this double shot. The enemies that have double attacks are very dangerous. This is interesting though, because it is missing us here. So if I took a second just to like bait, this thing takes double damage because it's brittle. So he's about to miss me, right? So I can take this. I can take a 2 damage shot that gets doubled. I can take 2 armor this round and another one. And that armor this round gives me extra mana next turn. So now this is where the weak point is. I move here. He's about to shoot the mine. He's about to miss me a bunch of times. I mean, what's not to love? Shoot, multi-shot. Oh, it's armored now? It was brittle. But at least we can hit through armor, so it's not that big a deal. Moving over 2 spots with lunge seems good, but it's, I don't know. To me, it's not. And it's better to overshield. I mean, he's going to shoot twice, so he's still going to hit me on this side, I think. But the mine did hit him. And then die. Die, bud. Lovely. So that's pretty cool. Stun charge. Your next attack will have stun. I think that makes sense. Big shield is interesting as well, but I think stunning is good. Let's go against the unusually difficult opponent. This would have been a great time to get my my stuff, you know? Goes away at the start of your next turn. So I need to do draw shot to get more cards, but yeah, this is quite a tragic opening hand because I'm not getting any of the things I would have liked to have. Void Visions. Didn't love that. So I can move over by 1. He's now missing me, and I can play ace. And that gives me the ability to play my other cards, right? Like strafe. Because I have 2 movement now. Bolt. I mean, strafe is good. Extra battery. Scramble. I'm just going to get all the way out of what he's doing. I think he's going to keep shooting me with things. Okay, this is now brittle. Playing will remove this card for the rest of combat. This, I mean, it's just messing up my deck. So I don't mind second opinion. My lunge goes the wrong way. I don't have another card, so I think by playing this... Oh, wait, these are exhaust. I don't have anything in my discard pile. Let's just move out of the way. And leave that for now. I didn't have anything in my discard pile to pick up. So, like, here, for instance, I could move over, use my multi-shot beam. And I'm doing so many attacks right now that that's just sick. I can still move back, get another attack. Move back, hit him again. And then multi-shot. I mean, you're seeing it. You're seeing it live. Selected memory. Choose 2 cards in your draw pile. Put them in your... No. Multi-blast or barrage? I mean, it's got to be barrage. A bunch of little attacks. A bunch of movements. Damn, that's amazing. Gain 2 evade on the first turn. That would be super helpful. Every 3 Dizzy cards get a shield. So what is Dizzy? Blue. So that's multi-stun, refresh, stun, surge. That's a lot of maybe. Every time you heal 1 more. No. 2 thrusts or evades on the first turn is absolutely what I need. And now I need to remove cards, man. Like, we gotta get basic shot. You gotta go. We gotta get a lot of these basics out of here. So here's the second level boss. I feel like it gets really loud against the boss for just a second. This part is concussable. Any shot that hits here will cancel the part's turn. Missile bay. Concussable. Raise shields temporary for 1 turn. Well, I can start with a bunch of stunning. I could also move 2 with this lunge. To here. No, to here. I'm just gonna do my charge stuff. Pew pew pew, stuns a bunch of you. Then I can lunge. That gets me into his 2 damage range. Let's move over again. Let's take this 1 damage instead of taking the 2 shot. So he got a bunch of shield there, which is annoying. Strafe is good. Bolt is good. I would like to stun, but... Okay, it did work, actually. The movement got the stun. So right now he's shooting a 3 past me, but he is going to hit me for 2 here. Couple missiles. Not the end of the world. Barrage. 2 move, 2 move, 2 move. I mean, this is... 1, 2... This is a lot of damage, right? I'd rather be over here with this concussable stuff, though. I'd also really like to have the dodge with the ace, but... Maybe we can get... We don't have a battery or anything. What's in here? No, nothing good. Two move attack. It should take out the missiles. And then, yeah, I'm in a bad spot, actually. But I can get 2 shield and give me more power for next turn. And I can also save a little bit of damage by moving back over 1. But I don't know. I think that I save my dodges. I really want to be over here because this stuff is concussable and he's getting shields. So battery, I mean, is good. Shield surge is good. We have to cannon. Like, there's literally no other option. And then he's hitting me. 2 dodges or 1 dodge and a shield. I think we have to take the 2 dodges. We actually have the overshield this turn. So 1 second. This is weak. Takes 1 more damage. You have 15 HP. That's a whole thing. Let's move this way 2 steps. So that, again, all of this is going to miss because it's shooting through a part that doesn't matter. We could put more damage over time, but I like the idea of shielding and just multi-attacking. Just get as much instant damage. I mean, that multi-attack is 4 turns of damage over time, so. So if I put the stun on my next attack, I can stun and move this way, and that just kills him with the barrage. Barrage is so good. So there's our heal. We didn't get all of our health, but we got close. Hand cannon. The number of cards in your attack. Weaken hull. This part takes 1 more damage. No. Mitosis. At the start of your turn, lose 1 shield and gain twice as much temp HP. I mean, that's okay. I actually don't really like any of these cards. This one at least is an exhaust. We're kind of gunking up our deck, so even though these are all rares, I'm going to skip. Gain 1 evade every turn. You can no longer have more than 3 evades at a time. No. Permanently gain +1 max shield on pickup. Gain 1 shield at the start of every turn. But if the shield is full, you take damage. I mean, that would have been great with the shield consumption card, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Wow, that's so sad. I would like to go back. I can no longer have more than 3 evades. I think that makes sense. That's going to keep us very survivable, right? Gain 1 evade every turn. It's like we get a free ace, but with some drawback. And then if I get ace, then I'm getting 2 evades every turn. So who cares if I can only have 3? We'll just get more, you know? A lot of our cards move us as well, which is good. Alright, so we're in sight. We have 3 evades. He's shooting and missing. He's going to do some buffing. I mean, I think we can attack. Attack and overshield. There's no need for me to move right now, so I'll just take another shield. The corrosion was high on my list there, but like I just couldn't make it work. So now I can move over. I can put on a stun charge. Do I have a lot of different cards, so we'll get 1 of each. Move over again. Part of me wants to try and get all the way to this. Maybe it's not worth using my battery though. Just attack and shield. For the sake of it, I'll play that card, but there's Strafe. Strafe? Like, I would have to move 4 times to dodge here. And I would need to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times to dodge the other way. What side do I want to be on? I'm not going to get any of my free dodges, but... See, this is what I've been waiting for, though. Just the ability to multi-stun, right? Bam, bam, bam. You're all multi-stunned. I'm shooting. I'm moving. I can shift over here. I do shoot when I move. So I should have done that a bunch of times last time. So just move and shoot. Just strafe. Just strafe, dude. Don't think about it. Just strafe. Options B. 2 extra draw cards. Draw 2 cards and get 2 cards next turn. And get a strafe. It's not bad. Like, it's certainly better than a lot of cards in our deck. But, like, what are we hoping to get in our deck? Multi-shot lunge, like barrage. Every time barrage comes up, we're basically winning. So let's just do that. Upgrades this way, upgrades this way. I think we stick to the upgrade path. And I'd like to upgrade a card though, don't I? What does Barrage go into? Move 2, move 2? Nah. Multi-shot could be 3 attacks. That's 50% more damage. Stuff next turn. Bolt could be 2. Bolt. Could be 1 every time you draw it. I think I need cheap ace. Like, I just can't seem to get it out of my hand, you know? Fresh interval would be nice as well. Cost 0, but no. Ace being cheaper. Then we're going to get 2 movement every time. We're going to get our strafes up and running. So this guy here, this is an empty slot that is attacking me. If it... Okay. So if we move over by 1, we can barrage. May as well shield. So now he's going to miss me. Love it. So now I have a bunch of dodges. So strafe to here, strafe back, strafe back. I mean, the strafe is too powerful, especially with the +1. Like, I have to not overthink it. Like, you just strafe, dude. Draw 1 of each card. Okay. Multi-shot, draw shot, battery, ace, refresh interval. I mean, this guy is like actually on 2 health. This is a wing. You're dead. Yeah, I like what we're doing here. What is this? Flux. One of the ship attacks. It gains 1 temp shield. This is like, I'm attacking every time I move, dude. Are you crazy? Flux. Attack. Attack. Like, I can't be stopped. Having only 3 evades is a little bit crummy, but also we're just incredible, so who cares? Stun charge, barrage. And that near miss. I forgot that we got damage for near misses. Let's get an extra shield next turn. We can shift over. We're only getting 1 extra per turn, but if I get ace, we're good. So strafe, battery, ace. Then we shift over and you're missing me. See if I care, dude. We're gonna lunge. We have a whole bunch of cards in the discard pile, so let's get them. Multi-shot seems like the best because it's moving, it's shooting. Every time we shoot through and miss, he's still taking damage because of our near miss module. Flux. Missing still does damage, and moving does damage. I mean, dude, we are in it. Wave beam, overpower. This seems really good, but I'm gonna just basic battery B here and move on. Because I'm like, I don't want to gunk up our deck too much. So does Flux? Flux does decrease by 1 each turn. Okay, so it's not like the end all be all. We got our ace here. Get our battery for next turn. Maybe we just draw 2 of them. Flux again. We're doing damage just by missing here, which is great. I don't know what this is all about. It does 2 times 3 though, so I don't want to be here to find out. Let's strafe. I'd like to get energy next turn. Yeah, because I didn't get out, but all those attacks gave me extra temp shield, so I did only take like a tiny bit of damage. Then here, multi-attack stuns seem incredibly strong. And then I can shift over And now I can barrage the other way. Yes. And then, yeah, we get a little bit of damage and stuff. Lovely. So he's poisoned. He's attacking for 2 5 times. That's going to burst through. So stun charge, acid cannon. Oh, you have 1 health. I'll just kill you. How about that? Easy. Lunge. What is this? Button mash A. Block 4. Move left 4 spaces. Gain 2 evades. I don't know, man. What is this? Shield capacity. Max shield -2. No, this isn't what we're looking for. Cockpit lock on. All enemy cockpits start with weak. Well, that's pretty great. I'd like to play ace. The problem is that we have all the wrong cards. I mean, I'm still gonna play ace. But now we're gonna end up taking a damage. I could take... I may as well spend my dodges here. No reason not to. Because I'm going to get 2 per turn, right? So stun charge went down. Alright, there's strafe. And bolt. I really don't want to even take 3 damage. So let's just get all the way out here. Draw shot, please. Sure, extra battery, shield shot. Corrosive beam, overshield. Let's get out of range of the 5. So now this 3 is going to hit us, but we've got lots of shield. We'll get back our evades. So flux, every time we attack we get overshield stuff. Then we go for the stun charge and we lunge. So that does put him out. We took out the wrong part though. I'm realizing. We can still take 4 damage. Oh yeah, when we run out of cards we get more cards. I would have loved to use barrier actually. But we had flux there, so we had tons of health. This guy is like overpowering like crazy. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then multi-stun. Before I multi-stun, let's draw shot. Let's multi-shot. Do I have anything in here that costs 0? Nothing that I care about. And then we stun A for move and shoot. Move and shoot. Insane. I don't know why he had so much corrosion on him. I think he had a corrosive part or something, but it is what it is. Whoa, power play. Power drive. 1 damage to all things. Hurt. Lose 1 hull. Does the hurt stay with us? No, thank you. Sidestep A. 0 cost. Moves 2. Retain. Sure. Draw 2 extra cards on the first gen. Every 3 Dizzy cards get a shield. All of Dizzy cards get +1 damage. Dizzy is giving us multi-stun, attack, block. Honestly though, I think you just take you take every 3 Dizzy cards you get a shield. Because I play a lot of Dizzy cards, like even stun charge for instance. That's fine, we do this. That's now stunned. I should have waited and stunned one of these cannons though. Oopsie. Ace, bolt, lunge, move, move. There is a 0 cost stun in here. It isn't guaranteed that we'll get it though, so let's not worry about that. I really need to get rid of that like toxic cannon. Like it's not doing that much for us. But a flux is great. A draw shot is great. Attack, attack, extra battery. Boom, boom, boom. We're attacking and moving. We have a ton of extra shields. We don't have +1 damage right now? Quiet. Is he armored? Oh, he is armored. Well, we had enough temp shield for that not to matter. And we'll just kill you. Prepare B. 3 energy next turn is pretty sick. Faint, though. Instantly move 2 spaces to the left and get a temp shield. That's pretty good. So, sup. I think we gotta keep upgrading, right? Or we could remove. Removing a basic heal seems good. Moving 2 and 2. I don't love that as much as 1 and 1, honestly. The piercing. Move 1 and 1 and gain a thing. The battery that gives you charge on the next turn is really nice as well. Refresh interval also does that kind of thing. Stun charge could give us 2 charges. Making some of these corrosive beams cheaper would make us play them. Allow us to play them. Especially because they're blue cards. Because the more blue cards we play, the better. This is a max shield capacity, isn't it? That's kind of cool. No, the flux is where the shield is at for us. So can I remove a single shield? Dodging is always going to be like better for us, I think. So we're going into the Eye of the Storm. How's it going to go? What's it going to be? Okay, you've got a weak point in the center with a big cannon. And these are concussible. So if I do flux, that'll work. Right, we move over, we flux. We move 2 and hit that side. Attack for 2, battery. And then, yeah, move 2. Now he's going to miss me. And I'm going to get an extra shield because reasons. I didn't even need the flux. Alright, so sidestep for 2 is nice. Shield interval is nice. It'd be nice to keep going after their cannon. Maybe I do sideslip. Then we move over 1. Barrage, that should concuss a bunch of their cannons. And then, yeah, refresh interval and some bolt. And then once again, he's missing me, baby. Putting trash in my deck, like literally that's the name of the card, but I don't care. Stun A with Ace would work, but so does Strafe. Let's go stun A though. We'll turn off a lot of these and then just get our Ace built up. Because now we have so much movement, we haven't even needed Strafe. Come over. Draw a card. Draw more cards. Come over here. Stun charge followed by a multi-shot. I only have 1 dash left. Oh, but I have a battery. So here, draw shot. You're all concussed now. Battery. I hate that I'm going to use a basic dodge. But I'd rather not. And then let's get rid of one of these trashes. So yeah, we've done a lot of work. I mean, we worked through all his shields, which is nice. I think now is the time. If we're going to get strafe, it's got to come. And then here allows us to disable almost everything. So we're just going to... He's going to miss us with this shot in the center, which is just sick. I like to sidestep for 2. And then, again, we have strafe. So if I just do a stun charge, You're straight, dude. He's missing me right now, so I just do an acid cannon for once. And pew, 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 pew. Missiles are everywhere. Again, now it's like perfect to dodge him. 1, 2. Let's do a draw shot here. Flux is nice. Flux allows us to get a bunch of temporary shield. A lot of trash in my deck, I gotta say. He has built that up to be nasty. But I should be more nasty. So I move over, dash 2. Hit him here. Scramble. I think I just have to move back. We're going to take another 2 damage, but we got shield working for us. I don't know that it's smart that I'm letting him put so much trash in my deck, but like, who can say? I think we stun charge and then just move and shoot. It's a lot of free shots. And then yeah, let's move in, do some damage. Actually, one more shot. Strafe, baby! Systems report. Yeah. Evil critters. Who shall I repair first? I mean, Dizzy did the most there. He had the stun modules. So Dizzy, get repaired. I have questions. It's a time loop. Can you let us out? No, everything will be destroyed. So I guess we're living in the time loop. But we've repaired Dizzy. And we've got Isaac? Memory 1. So we're just going through the time loop over and over and over again. And yeah, that's cool. Perry sounds very smart for not letting you do crazy stuff. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here for the memories, man. Even though they weren't so great. Look at all this stuff. Stun charge, removal, difficulty, normal, Artemis, seed, hull damage taken. Only 22. Combat turns 102, time 101 minutes, artifacts. I mean, we did a lot there. And you can see we found some cards, we found some artifacts, we did some map events. They were fun. They were the ones that shuffled our ship. So that was really cool. And we unlocked a memory, and we got Isaac, your engineer. He creates and multiplates mid-row objects. His cards create and manipulate mid-row objects like drones and missiles. Oh, okay. So he like creates the little things that like our opponents were doing, that like shoot 2 every turn or shield you for 2. So exactly that. We can run on hard to unlock this ship to win, which is great. Get 40 different artifacts to unlock this ship. Run with a crew without the initial 3 to get this ship, and win 10 runs to get this one. And there's hard, harder, hardest. So what is this? Normal, it's just normal. Then we got hard. Events are harder. Start combat with weak cockpit. +1 basic shot. Oh, okay. Unless pre-upgraded card offerings. -1 to max hull. See, I like that already. Harder. Events are harder. Combat's harder. You start with a corrupted core. Less pre-upgraded card. 3 max hull. You get less max hull. Elites only offer 2 artifacts. And then at the hardest difficulty, probably insanity. Oh god, events are harder. Everything is bad. Elites start with 50% hull missing. Most enemies are harder. I mean, it's all cool to me, man. All cool to me. Cargo hull and pre-warp. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.